A warm welcome to you here on TV News this hour on TV Sapiens. The top stories today. Former Vice President Osinbajo and Atiku Abubakar, former Minister of Transportation and ex-Governor of Rivers State Rotimi Amaechi, and former Senate President Ahmad Lawan were among dignitaries present for the final burial rite of Buhari. The Turkish government has warned that members of a terrorist group known as the Fethullah terrorist organization exist in Nigeria and also operate in other countries around the world. And in sports, Nigeria's Junior D Tigers will face Hungary today in the round of 16 of the 2025 FIBA Under-19 Women's World Cup in Bornu, Czechia, after they lost their final round-robin game 79-61 to Portugal on Tuesday. My name is Chioma Vic Chukwemeka. Now the news in full. Once again, welcome. Former Vice President Osinbajo and Atiku Abubakar, former Minister of Transportation and ex-Governor of Rivers State Rotimi Amaechi, and former Senate President Ahmad Lawan, and of course, they were among dignitaries present for the final burial rite of Buhari. Also present were former governors Aminu Bello, Masari, Katsina, Aminu Tambuwal, Sokoto, Yahaya Bello, Kogi, Kayode Fayemi, Ekiti, Ibikunle Amosun, Ogun, Ali Wamako, Sokoto, and Ali Modu Sheriff, Borno, who also served as a one-time national chairman of the People's Democratic Party. Others in attendance include billionaire businessman Aliko Dangote, former Minister of Communications and Digital Economy Issa Pantami, and former Minister of Women Affairs Pauline Tallinn. More dignitaries, including the President, Bola Tinubu, religious leaders and traditional rulers, expected in the coming hours as the funeral proceedings continue. We will bring you details of these and other stories in our subsequent bulletin. Moving things along, the National Orientation Agency, Lagos State Directorate, has reiterated the importance of discipline and responsibility among its workforce, especially newly recruited personnel. This was announced in a statement issued by Dr. Mustafa Atiku, Lagos State, that's the director of the agency, on Tuesday, following the conclusion of a 3-month capacity building program for members of Class 11 who were recently employed and posted to the Directorate. The training, which focused on enhancing skills in report writing and core agency functions, was designed to prepare the new officers for effective public service delivery. Addressing the trainees at the closing session, the director emphasized that discipline and commitment remain non-negotiable values within the agency. In Anambra State, the Anambra State Executive Council has awarded the Okulobia to no-bid dualization road project to complete the linking of the 4 major Anambra cities by dual carriageways, thus completing the Anambra Beltway to enhance easy flow of traffic around the state. This was part of the resolutions of the 14th ANSEC meeting, which took place at Lighthouse Awka. A statement signed by the Commissioner for Information, Dr. Lemefo, stated that ANSEC reviewed and approved the progress report for the 2024 Business Enabling Reforms Action Plan. As part of the State Action on Business Enabling Reform Program, according to the release, the state commits each year to implementing reforms aimed at enhancing the ease of doing business. It further maintained that ANSEC reviewed the ongoing continuous voter registration exercise, observing some hitches and preferred solutions, but urged supervisors of various agencies to allow public servants who have proof to be part of the CVR exercise. Still in Anambra State, the mayor of Okasala's local government area, Prince Chinedu Okafor, has called on the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, to extend the ongoing continuous voter registration exercise in Anambra to ensure effective registration of more voters. Speaking on a radio program, Prince Okafor expressed concern over the slow process of the exercise as a result of non-availability of more BVAS machines to accommodate more eligible voters, regretting that in Awka local government area, a lot of people are being denied opportunity to register and get their permanent voter card that will enable them exercise their franchise during elections. He used the opportunity to call on Anambra to safeguard their permanent voters card ahead of the election, warning them against mortgaging their conscience during the exercise. We'll take a break right now. When we return, The Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) has announced it is currently investigating 79 suspected Ponzi schemes operating across Nigeria. These and other stories will come your way after this timeout. Kindly do stay with us. The Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) has announced it is currently investigating 79 suspected Ponzi schemes operating across Nigeria. In a statement released on Tuesday, the Commission revealed that findings from the ongoing probes will be made public upon completion. Among the entities under scrutiny is a firm identified as FF Tiffany, which the regulator says has come under widespread accusations of running a fraudulent investment, an operation that has allegedly duped thousands of Nigerians, both at home and abroad. According to the SEC, early investigations suggest that the company lured investors with promises of unrealistic and extremely high returns, leading to the loss of several billions of naira. The Commission described the situation as a grave threat to public trust in the financial system and a blow to investor confidence. To ensure accountability, the SEC said it is working in collaboration with law enforcement agencies and other regulatory institutions to track down and prosecute those behind the schemes. We are following up on the story. We'll keep updating you. The federal government said yesterday it has not received any formal communication from the United Arab Emirates UAE authorities regarding the new conditions for issuing transit visas to Nigerian nationals. Recall that the US and UAE government last week issued new visa guidelines to further increase the hurdles faced by Nigerians traveling to the two countries. However, President Bola Tinubu has assured Nigerians that his administration would continue to pursue the best possible outcomes for citizens abroad, ensuring that Nigerians could travel, work and live with dignity and respect in any part of the world. Now, the special advisor to the President on Information and Strategy, Bayo Onanuga, who disclosed this in a statement in Abuja, said any genuine concerns raised by Nigerians were being addressed through the appropriate channels in the spirit of mutual respect and collaboration. The Turkish government has warned that members of a terrorist group known as the Fethullah terrorist organization exist in Nigeria and also operate in other countries around the world. Turkish ambassador designate to Nigeria, Mehmet Puroy, also said the terrorist group is using schools and health services as a cover for his operations in the country. Puroy disclosed this last night, Tuesday, in Abuja at a dinner organized by the Turkish embassy to mark the country's democracy and national unity day. The ceremony is held annually to mark the July 15, 2016 failed coup in Turkey, which the so-called fatal terrorists allegedly orchestrated. The Turkish government said the coup was successfully quelled by the collective resistance of its patriotic forces and citizens who resisted the mutiny against the government of President Recep Erdogan. Away from that, we move to sports. Nigeria's Junior D Tigers will face Hungary today in the round of 16 of the 2025 FIBA Under-19 Women's World Cup in Brno, Czechia, after they lost their final round-robin game 7-9 to 6-1 to Portugal on Tuesday. The coach, Julian Akere-led side, were looking to finish the group phase on a strong note, having suffered a chastening 113-42 defeat in their previous fixture with Canada. The West Africans had begun their debut campaign at the Under-19 Women's World Cup with a credible 93-88 victory over China on the opening day of competition, but losses to Canada and now Portugal means that the team finished the round-robin phase in third position in Group B. Well, that's it on the news this hour. A quick reminder of our top stories. We told you that the former Vice President, Yemi Osinbajo, and Atiku Abubakar, former Minister of Transportation and ex-Governor of Rivers State, Rotimi Amaechi, and former Senate President, Ahmad Lawan, were among dignitaries present for the final burial rites of Buhari. The Turkish government has warned that members of a terrorist group known as the Fethullah terrorist organization in Nigeria, they actually exist in Nigeria and also operate in other countries around the world. And in sports, Nigeria's Junior D Tigers will face Hungary today in the round of 16 of the 2025 FIBA Under-19 Women's World Cup after they lost their final round-robin game 79-61 to Portugal on Tuesday. Many thanks for joining us at this hour, a news hour on TV Sapienza. My name is Chioma Vic. Do have a great and an amazing Wednesday. Thanks for watching. Stay with us.